What's up, everybody? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming here, and we've got some more Lego The Incredibles for you. This one happens to be the residential district free roam, and you know, we're actually going to need some mind control. So if you don't have a character with the mind control ability already, head on over to Edna Modes and create one. And if you need some help, of course, check out our trophy achievement for the brave, the dramatic, the heroic. I think that's what it's called, something like that. But anyways, moving along here, we've got the residential area. Now, you might notice there are a few of the gold bricks already accounted for, and that's actually just part of the crime waves and the story advancing through. So we've done nothing else beyond the crime waves and the story, and we have 5 of the 18 gold bricks, but we've got lots of other stuff we need to unlock, including the residential district challenge, which is called Taking Out the Trash. Now, as it sits, there are 5 garbage cans that have a bomb, 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 and I'm spread out all over the city here, and here's our first one. We're going to take you through all 5 of them right now, and we're going to unlock the Banana Suit Guy character token for doing so. Now, we could have just added these as quick links down below, which, by the way, we do have quick links for all the Incredibricks and gold bricks and family builds down below in the video description. However, we wanted to keep these all kind of in a sequential order to make it easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, number 2 is actually right around the corner, kind of hiding in this little alley behind the vehicle here. We're going to go ahead and smash and go ahead and move along. So next one's actually just a cattywampus, or I guess catty corner, across the street here. Diagonally, it's out in front of that. There you go. You can see it from here already. Now, yeah, we're going to grab these right quick. And then, of course, there's no specific order in which you collect all of the rest of the collectibles, but it is important to know that you will need some mind control at some point. And keep in mind, too, if you don't have it, you can go ahead and do all of the other stuff and follow the video all the way to the end. And then once you get there, you can always take a little pause moment, pause our video, and head over to Edna Modes and create that character. Now, you may have gotten lucky and unlocked one via the blind mystery bags, or perhaps maybe you're further along and have unlocked some other characters from other districts in free roam, or perhaps even free play. But regardless, we wanted to make sure that we had the simplest, easiest pathway and an explanation of how to get there. And yeah, the best way to do it if you don't have one is to go create one at Edna Mode. So, and again, we have a tutorial for that, which probably had a card up in the corner at some point. But all right, 5 alive. We got them all. We got a gold brick for doing it too. On the last one we did, the outer Municiberg, I actually kind of messed up the gold brick count. I didn't count the gold brick from this in the gold brick labeling. It counted. It all worked out. It's all there. We showed it, but I was a little confused on how I did. So this time, I think I got it right. So we got that challenge done and got our first gold brick in our rear view. Next up, oh, it's another gold brick, huh? All right, all right, all right. We'll go ahead and target that bad boy. And, well, wait a minute first. Wait, nope, I psyched you out. What I was doing there, I forgot. So when I exploded that last garbage can, it actually took out one of the citywide, or I should say worldwide district challenges. No, I'm saying that totally wrong. The worldwide challenges. So the whole area, there are some challenges scattered throughout. So there's like one part in residential, and then another part is going to be in outer Municiberg, and so on and so forth. And we actually got one of those there, so I was making note of that. But next up, we got an Incredibrick. So we'll go ahead and grab this guy. Of course, we're going to need somebody that can go underwater, and Violet's going to be our go-to character for that as of now. I do believe we have a couple of other characters with the dive ability, but her sonic spear here is pretty sweet, and it gets the job done. So down and out we go, we grab it, and moving along. Now, you're going to see me switch to Syndrome quite a bit. Now, that is simply because he is a flying character, and I can get to where I want to go a lot faster flying with him. Now, this is kind of one of those moments that's not necessarily as fast as others, because I fly over here, and then I think, okay, I'll just wait for Violet to get here. Well, you can see her off in the distance running, and then, oh no, she gets caught up in an ambient crime there. And although she eventually kind of makes her way over here, I just gave up and said, you know what, forget about it. I'm just going to switch characters. And I totally wasted a bunch of time. So hopefully that will be the one and only time that happens. And in this video, I'm pretty efficient for the rest of the video. So that's good news. This Incredibrick is just simply underwater. All you need is another character with the dive ability to get under there. Nothing too special there. Now, there is another one of those worldwide challenges there, and I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but that is likely to be something else. Now, it could just be something I got to smash and build too, but I don't take any chances. I'm going to go ahead and make my way over to the next Incredibrick. Now, these free roams, you know, you might be wondering, why are we doing these now? Usually free roam is kind of like the end cleanup stuff, and that is true. However, lately, TT and Warner Brothers have kind of sending us some doozies, if you will. The order in which things are supposed to be done has kind of been mixed up. Like, they did it to us in the Lego Ninjago movie video game as well, and, you know, we had to switch things up and do them a little differently. So we found that there are some characters and abilities needed, as I take on an ambient crime here, for the free play that are, you know, not even creatable. Like I can't go to Edna's and get a super destroy character. That's something we're going to need in a couple levels in. So we just figured rather than bouncing back and forth, we're going to just do the free roam first. We're going to quickly get them all dealt with and then move along. People move along. Now this one was kind of tricky. Most of these gold bricks in Incredibricks are just super simple. You just walk up and grab them. This one was, you know, it made me think a little bit, but as it turns out, we need a character that can use the portal ability, and luckily for us, we have completed the story, and we have unlocked a character that goes by the name of Void. Now, Void can actually create portals, kind of similar to like Chell from, you know, Portal, and we'll go ahead and act, easy for me to say. We'll go ahead and select here and then activate a portal there on the wall. And then we sneak in the backside of that scaffolding and grab that gold brick. So, all right, moving right along, we've got another Incredibrick. Now, this is right over by the shoreline here. And I'm pretty sure this confuses me again. Like, there's this guy, there's a police officer and a bad guy standing over here. Yeah, he's right down there. I don't know what's going on there. There's something seriously up with that, but I never figured it out. It doesn't seem to be related to any of the collectibles or things in the area, as I do complete this, and we show you the totals at the end to prove it, but we'll figure it out at some point. Who knows? Maybe it's just a weird glitch or just something going on in the city that I don't even need to worry about. But next up, another underwater Incredibrick, and that one was kind of easy. It was just hanging out in the back of that van. Might be hard to see if you don't have the right angle. Of course, we got lucky and dropped right down next to it. And, you know, if you actually target the collectibles on the map, it will show you have to go up or down. It'll show you on your little compass in the bottom left there, you know, if it's above you or below you. And of course, you can kind of pinpoint exactly where you are in relation to it, too. So I highly recommend using that method by targeting them on the map and then trying to use your compass to, you know, perfect it. All right, we got a family build here. It's the first one, and we just get ourselves a gold brick for completing it. Now, I got a little slowsy on the end there, but I got it eventually. And this one, you know, I haven't seen the Incredibles 2 movie yet. I know. I'm the worst when it comes to seeing movies on time. I usually wait until they come out on, you know, video for home. But this guy, it's some sort of an Incredibles shrine or monument, and I don't know if that's relevant to the game or to the movie, or if it's just something they added in the game. But you know, you get all the characters kind of doing something up there relevant to what their specialties are. And you know, for a second here, I was kind of wondering, like, is there a red brick here? Like, you know, my notes were complete, but like an idiot, I didn't read them before I played this. So, yeah, it turns out you only get the red bricks with the Pixar family builds, which we do have one in this area, but we also have, well, I guess there's 4 total builds, and only one of them is a Pixar build. So we only get 1 red brick, which we do get later, and if you're in a hurry to find that, go ahead and use the quick link down below in the video description for that red brick, and it'll get you right there. Next up, meanwhile, though, we're going to go ahead and grab another Incredibrick over here on this outside balcony, which, again, super easy. Just target it, fly over to it, grab it, move along, and then repeat to the next collectible. Now, this one, I went a little too high, but I saw a bluesy, and you know me. Got to get them all, got to get them all. Now, at some point, we're going to get some red brick stud multipliers, and really the money isn't a factor for us, other than we need 1 billion studs to get that billionaire trophy achievement. So, but that'll be no problem, as we're going to have those red bricks, and all of them, for that matter, before we even take on free play. So we shouldn't have to do any farming of studs, as they will just kind of come naturally as we play throughout the levels. All right, next up, we got this family build that was actually right in the middle of the area of where the fast travel spawns you. I don't know which way you found your way to the residential area. You may have just loaded up the game and flown here or drove here, or maybe you used the fast travel like me. And look at this. I totally botched this family build. The wife was actually up here, and we were talking about, well, what are we going to do for dinner? And, yeah, that went bad real fast. But I eventually get it all filled up, and, oh, look at this. We've got ourselves a little amusement park ride here. It looks like something that would clearly make me hoik into I don't do good on rides like that. I found that out a couple of years ago when Reese and I went on the Gravitron. I know I've told this story before. I think in Lego City I was telling the story because there was a similar ride in that, and it kind of reminded me of the Gravitron. But yeah, and I had one of those really nice guys running the ride that he saw me getting queasy, and instead of like shutting it down and helping me out, he said, "Who wants to go more?" And of course all the kids in there went, "Ah!" And I got to go around more, and I ended up not getting sick, but it was really close, so I opt not to go on those kinds of rides no mo. Now I did just take out an ambient crime, and I just want to mention that I included those in these videos just to simply remind you that, you know, there is a trophy achievement for completing some of those. And there's some of those hidden challenges, too, that are kind of hard to find. You got to dig through your menu there to find them. And once you do, you'll find that you need, I think you need 50 ambient crimes, 50 or 100. I don't really remember, but it's one of the two. So if you don't get it to 50, then it's 100. But yeah, we got a gold brick. That one you might have grabbed earlier when we were doing our district area challenge with the old taking out the trash. Let me get that right. And yeah, so if not, grab it now. And we got to go up and away for the next Incredibrick. This one's up on a really tall tower here. And then next up's actually just down below us, right across the way. You can see on the map, it's telling us it is below us. So definitely pay attention to that stuff because it will help you find some of these. Most of them are just right out the open. You know, people have kind of even asked me, like, why are you doing free roam videos? Well, I found that if I don't do them, there is at least a handful of people that are like, hey, where are the free roam videos? So I figured I'd go ahead and do them as, you know, they are helpful to some people. And this one is kind of a challenge. If you don't pay attention to the cutscene right here, because it gives you the perfect location of where the groom is. But if you're like, you know, off in La La Land and not paying attention, you could really get lost here. But luckily I wasn't, and here he is. Oh, what's up there, buddy? Don't be scared. It's just, oh, your wife. But, hey, this is the one you needed mind control for. So, as it turns out, I don't have any characters unlocked. I had to create one. So, yeah, look back a couple of videos in our playlist, and you can see us go into Edna's and how we did it and what we did if you're confused on that. But, essentially, you just need a character with mind control. And look at that. We walk him right back over, and yay! They're throwing all sorts of confetti, and it's all good, I guess. You know, the divorce rate's pretty high these days. I'm not sure us encouraging him to get married against his wishes was maybe good for that statistic, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Anyhow, moving along here, we've got another Incredibrick right on the rooftop of the adjacent building here, and then zigging and a zagging through the streets. We got another one. Look at this. This one's actually on the old tight pants tightrope there, and I didn't even touch it. I got skills. I missed it. Good thing for my floater. You know, I can't express how pleasing it is to just kind of fly around. Like most of these bricks, they kind of want you to jump up and follow like ladders or, you know, like that was tight pants tightrope behind us. Like I don't have to deal with none of that. It really speeds the process up by just flying from collectible to collectible. And all right, we got another one down here. This one, you might have grabbed this one when we were doing the outer Municiberg, as it was just right next to the old boinger that boinged you up to a gold brick floating in the air that had a whole bunch of studdage as well. But if you're like us and you skipped it, go ahead and grab it right now. And now we got a family build number 3, which is also going to give us gold brick number 9. So go ahead and spam. Fill up them meters. That's right, completer das meters. And you'll get rewarded with a gold brick. Now, I have read that dash is the fastest to fill the meter, but also the fastest to depleter the meter. So, you know, keep that in mind when you're doing that, because you might be able to quickly you know, get everybody else done, and then, you know, finish with dash, which I think is what they kind of intended for you to do. But all right, speaking of dash around and collect all them poiples, as this is some good money-making stuff right here. Too bad we don't have a red brick stud multiplier yet, because that would just make it oh so more awesome. Next up, we got Incredibrick number 14. And yeah, these again are in no specific order, but I got them labeled just so you can reference them down below in the video description with our quick links. So, you know, not probably going to need those for this, but they will come in handy when we get to that free play, because I'm sure you guys are going to have a couple of them mini kits found already, and you're going to need only 1 or 2, or who knows. But that's what they're there for, and hopefully you guys find them useful. Next up, we got a family build, which happens to be the Pixar family build, and it's going to give us the Bong character token. and also a gold brick. Now, once we get the Bing Bong character token, I don't know if you actually have to use him to complete the little puzzle next to the playground that we build here, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a second, and it actually gives us an opportunity to unlock a red brick. But unfortunately, it's, what is it, classic mode or something? Or no, Insta build, or it's a fast interact. There we go, I had to look at my notes. The classic mode was the last one we did, and fast interact, so that's going to be cool. So everybody should be able to build as fast as Dash does, which is nice. It'll speed things up a little bit. And there he is, Bing Bong. Not really familiar with the story there. Again, kind of a lack of a couple Pixar movies that I should probably watch, as I, don't really know those. Anyhow, moving along, we got some more studdage to pick up. Got that gold brick, of course, too. And as I mentioned, there is a little puzzle right around the corner here. So you're going to want to go into our newly built area. And look, there's a chessboard here, which we might come back to that in a second. It's complete now. Did you notice that? There was a hole in it before. Now it's all complete. But all right, here we go. I thought we were going to maybe get a little shot at hungry hippos, but that's not the case. But I did go ahead and select Bing Bong, and I jump around from little, I don't know what we call these things. They're just little pedestal poles, whatever, and I hop all the way around, hippa to the hoppa, and you just don't stop. And once you get all the way around, if you notice, there's little green lights that light up around, and it pops open the middle there, and you can go ahead and jump on it. Once you do, it gives us some buildable bricks. And as you might have guessed, we're going to return to the chessboard over here, and we're going to find ourselves in a sweet position here, as looks like checkmate, game over, red brick is officially available. So we'll collect that and add that to our list. Now we have the fast interact, which I will probably turn on at the beginning of our next video, because that one's going to be cool. I haven't even checked out classic mode, but I'm sure it's just something like visually it looks a little different. Now this, I had a little bit of a brain fart here, so you have to excuse the jump right there. Oh, did you see it? It went from Bing Bong to Syndrome, but essentially what we needed to do here is target Violet and pick up all of these Violet-like bricks scattered around. Now, as it turns out, you need to go upstairs and collect the ones on the top of the roof first, and then roll your way down, because if you get rid of your psionic sphere, it drops all the bits that you picked up, and we just don't have enough to complete what we need to do. So I actually switched to Syndrome, I believe, and fly up top, and then I grab the rest, because I can see him up on the top of the roof there. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those and fly up top. Make sure you go all the way up top, because I don't know if you can make that jump with the spear or not. Probably. That's kind of a small jump. But go ahead and select Violet. Press the circle or B button if you're playing on Xbox or PlayStation. I don't know about PC or Switch, but you guys can figure that out. And roll around all them Violet-like bricks until that meter is completed. And then step into the, I guess it's like a master build is essentially what I see this as. And we're going to go ahead and fill up that car. We give it some wheels and maybe part of the engine too. And it lifts up the lift and gives us access to a gold brick. So we had to work for that one just ever so slightly, but not too bad. And let's see here. What do we got next? We got races. That's right. Ooh, it's a race. I hope I win. We've got two left. One is going to be ground and one's going to be aerial. And I got to be honest, they're both super easy. Now, I didn't have troubles with any of the aerial bound ones. Oh, I got an ambient crime. It looks like I jumped on here. I probably should have noted that. And my, nah, it's all right. But hey, again, you guys are going to want to take on some of those. And how I'm seeing those is there's a little red dot that's popping up on my compass there. And I'm just walking over and dealing with whatever it is. Sometimes you got to take out 3 bad guys. Sometimes you got to run down like a purse snatcher and like knock them down and return the money or purse back. Really simple stuff. But you're going to want to get those kind of as you go so you don't have to farm those later. I mean, if you're like me, you're all about efficiency. You want to make sure that you do it just once, and which is why we're doing it like the way we're doing it. Like we could have done like a level or two of free play, and then until we got to that super destroy character need, and then we could have gone and done some of the free roam and actually found that super destroy character. Which we know who it is. It's actually Crusher is who we're going to use. And he is available once you purchase some of the silver blind mystery bags. And but not knowing exactly which one it is or how you unlock them specifically, we're going to do a whole bunch of other stuff and basically unlock them all, get enough studdage to buy them all, and then we'll be good to go. So speaking of good to go, we just completed our first race as Dash, and you can see we actually kicked that race's buttocks. And look at that, we're right over here by the next race, which is cool. Most races don't finish right where they start, but that was cool. And now we got 1 minute and 30 to finish this one. And, you know, you do not have to use a flying character for this. In fact, I was kind of wondering if maybe running, like Dash, would have been better. But as it turns out, there are definitely some sweet spots where having a flying character is way faster. Now, look at all this stuff that I'm skipping. And I mean, the tight pants, tight walk is not, it's slowing me down at all. There's a boinger right there, though, and I miss it. And I'm like, oh, what happened here? But I recognize that I missed it, and I still have plenty of time to make it back because I'm so far ahead of where the game expects me to be right now because I'm flying, not running, and it's a lot faster. But here we go. We got a little, I could use the old zip line to go down or maybe tight pants, tight rope it, but I'm going to fly. And I get through this one, too, all the way down, and I can see the finish line. Woo to the who! Right. We have officially completed race number 2 and got gold brick number 13, which actually is going to wrap it up for all the collectibles in this area, assuming you have completed the crime wave and the story-based elements as well. That should do her, though. As you can see, we got 1818, 11, 4422, and 11, and nothing left in the area. So, all right, that is going to officially wrap things up for the Residential District free roam for LEGO The Incredibles. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We're making our way to that free play. I know some of you are wanting the mini kit locations. If you're in a hurry, feel free to check out our trophy achievement guide at HappyThumbsGaming.com. Tyler P did an excellent job putting it together, and I highly recommend using it. As for me, that's going to do it, though. As always, until next time, see ya!